And what is up, guys? Technicals here. It's time for the weekly switch up where I take a look at the state of mining, the state of the market, and the state of my equipment to decide what to switch my mining hardware to. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel so you can follow along in this process. I encourage everyone to let me know what they're doing in the comments below. So check the comments below to see what the mass of miners is currently up to. Also, just like last week, going to be doing a giveaway. Going to be giving away one of these CPU mining stands or ATX test bench or something like that. Details on how to enter are contained somewhere within this video. I'm the Technicals. Let's get into it. All right, again, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Try to keep it fresh, try to keep it new, and try to keep it current, at least with this video, week to week. So big news the past few days. Bitcoin had its halving on Friday. So now the block reward for Bitcoin is cut in half to 3 1/8 Bitcoin or something like that. Doesn't have too much effect on price, but historically speaking, following the halving, months after the halving, Bitcoin usually achieves an all-time high. So we're anxious for that. Taking a look first over at what the most profitable thing to mine is, because we have been doing that a bit more lately, a bit less speculative with the GPUs and CPUs, and a bit more on the sort of safe bet sort of thing because of the turmoil in the markets, heading over to what to mine. Again, it's NextZEPH. It's been NextZEPH for almost 2 weeks now. I've had my GPUs pointed at NiceHash NextZEPH because I want Bitcoin, because again, I'm trying to finance more builds, specifically CPU builds. So I'm really just trying to take those payouts in Bitcoin and collect those dollars as quickly as I can so I can finance more builds. Over on hashrate.no, same story as it's been the past couple weeks now. Ironfish and something else. Dual mining seems to be dominating the top of the charts. If we scroll down here to the 4070, which comprises the majority of my rig, it's showing that Ironfish and Graham is still at the top. Now, I pulled off Graham. Last week I mentioned that I wasn't too thrilled about Graham sort of being locked up. Now, I know you can put Graham on other wallets, you can mine it to other wallets, but I've been putting it on my Ton wallet. The only way to swap Graham or to transfer it off is with Ton. Now, you get a little bit of Ton when you mine Graham, but it's not nearly enough to cover the fee. So you have to stay on Graham for like almost 2 months at my rate in order to collect enough Ton just to send it off the exchange. And so that seems a little, I mean, they got me, they trapped me. Some other people have been mentioning in the comments that they got trapped by Graham as well. It's not, I don't want to call it a scam or anything like that. It's just part of the way that they're doing things. But I suspect a lot of Graham's price stability is from people who are just locked up. Because me, I don't want to go to an exchange to buy Tether or to buy Ton, send the Ton to my Ton wallet just in order to get my Graham off, because it's just eating away at my profits there. So I mined Graham solid for about a week, and I'm just going to leave it there. So if I get a lot of price appreciation, then maybe it becomes worthwhile to do that. But as of right now, I'm not touching Graham with a 10-foot pole. And much like the last couple weeks, the dual mine thing, most of your profits are coming from the other coin other than Ironfish and what you're mining. So not particularly interested in doing the Ironfish thing. I have some from before, but I'm just going to kind of sit on my bag and see where it goes. In terms of CPUs, again, we're here for the 3rd week in a row. It's Zephyr in the morning, Zephyr in the evening, Zephyr at supper time. When Zephyr's on a bagel, you can eat Zephyr anytime. Zephyr currently top of the charts for CPU mining coins on the calculator websites, although I have been on Cubic. If you've been following the channel, I've put out several Cubic videos about my week-to-week profitability, because you only get one payout every week, and you don't know what that payout's going to be until Wednesday. And so that's why I shotgun it out on Wednesday, just to compare it to Zephyr, because Zephyr's always at the top of the charts, and Cubic has just been blowing it away by almost a factor of 2 last week, even though profits are down, Cubic's price going down. But again, I'm in the mindset of trying to finance builds for the channel, and it works out great because I can transfer it right over to TradeOgre, sell it immediately, and I'm done. Although I do like or not hate Zephyr as much, if Cubic profitability for this week is lesser, then I'll probably go back to Zeph. But in terms of the most profitable thing to mine with GPUs and CPUs, right now it's going to be a combination of Ironfish and something else. Check the calculator websites. And for CPUs, based on the calculators, it's Zephyr, but in real terms, it's Cubic. So time to pick the winner. I'm giving away one of these CPU stands. It's one of the legacy stands because I went through and designed my own stand so I can sell it on Etsy and promote it. And all you had to do was comment on a video over on Modern Mining's channel, my new favorite channel. It was this one. I'm dual mining for maximum GPU profits. Let's go ahead and paste the link to that in there. Let's fetch the comments. Filter. We're not allowing duplicates, and we're not including replies. Anything goes. Continue. Let's pick a winner. Let's go. Congratulations, Sky King 152. The Technical said check out your channel, but I already do. Good stuff. Excellent work. Appreciate it. And congratulations to you, Sky King 152. Send me an email, link in the description below, over to my email address. Let me know your details, and I'll ship this stand right out to you. And for this week's giveaway, I'm going to be giving away one of the new stands that I just designed. I'll probably do a video on that to promote it because I want people to buy it on Etsy. But in order to enter this week, all you're going to have to do is go over to Greater Good Mining's channel. He's another fellow crypto YouTuber. Go over to his most recent video. I spent over $20,000 on Ice River Caspa ASICs, and comment on this video. Let him know something about the video and let him know that the Technicals sent you. I'll do the same thing that I did this week. Next week, you have to be in the USA or Canada. I'll do Canada too. Comment in there. I'll do a random pick next week. Announce on this week. You send me an email. I'll send you the mining stand. Everybody gets a subscription and everybody's happy. That's all you got to do. Link in the description below. Taking a look at brand new coins for our spec plays. If we do go to a spec play for this week, over on Mining Pool Stats, they're brand new coins. Looking down, the first GPU eligible coin that we get to is C Music AI. We did a video on that, but they lost their developer. So not much action in terms of brandly new launched coins. Total chart and sort by difficulty. We're looking for big difficulty drops to increase our yield and kind of comb through this to see if there's any opportunity there. Looks like Caspa Classics finally made this list. Now, I was on Caspa Classic from the very beginning, but they did this thing where they did a pre-hype. It was like a very Tron-esque announcement for an announcement for an announcement, and they just were, you know, dragging their feet on launching. It's like, oh, we'll launch when we get 300 Twitter followers or something like that. And I'm like, I don't play that shit. If you are interested in a speculative play, a yield play, you know, looking for something that had a big difficulty drop but has the potential to go back up quite a bit, taking a look here, AITT coin on Capal. Big difficulty drop, 28%, and big price drop associated with that as well. So I'd probably put that on my maybe list, but I've essentially made up my mind at this point to stick to profitability for this week. But if you're interested in a yield play, I would say AITT coin is going to make the cut. Also, in terms of yield, it looks like Narai has had a 22% difficulty drop, but 2% up in price, and Narai's been around kind of a little bit and over $250,000 in volume, so you know that there's some action there, some interest. In terms of a yield play, if I was going for yield this week, Narai would be a big contender. Also, AI Power Grid on Capal, so it's going to be one of those hot algorithms. If you're in the northern hemisphere, then it's about to be summertime, and so maybe you're not as keen on doing Capal, but 15% drop in difficulty, associated 22% drop in price as well, but over almost $40,000 in volume. So AI Power Grid, that would probably be a potential play. Zephyr as well, experiencing a 15% drop and on a 30% drop in a week on Zephyr's price. So, you know, in terms of CPU mining coins, Zephyr, with that price drop, it's still the most profitable thing to mine, is just telling that there's just really nothing else to mine. And I guess because they can't track Cubic because it's so complex in terms of its operation. And it looks like Warthog's popped up on here as well. So Warthog's been kind of a darling, son of a tech. He was first in line on that one, wasn't he? 14% drop in difficulty, 22% down in price. I mean, that's kind of what happens with these brand new coins. People mine them. Once they hit an exchange, then, you know, the price goes down because people have been holding it and they want to get rid of it because they're not confident in it. And so now we're getting down into the single-digit difficulty drops for the week. So I think what we're going to do for this week, as stated, is stick to profitability. I'm going to keep the GPUs. I'm going to keep them on NiceHash because, you know, it's an easy payout in Bitcoin. I'm not having to deal with, you know, worrying about fees to transfer these coins, or if they're even going to go anywhere, or getting them off the exchange, or, you know, what that fee is. I don't want to run into the gram problem again. And I know sort of the mantra that I relaunched this channel with is that I was looking at speculative plays primarily only. But really with the YouTube thing, I really want to hit that payout. I'm not done with speculative plays. It just seems like there's nothing really super duper attractive right now. But the coins I outlined when I looked through here, in my opinion, are probably the best speculative plays for the week, unless brand new coins come along. And I try to get those videos out as quickly as I possibly can. When a brand new coin comes out, if you can hit it hard and hit it quick, then you'll get a high yield. And then if the coin goes anywhere, then maybe you could potentially make something. Let me know in the comments below. Let other miners know in the comments below. What are you chasing? What are you doing? You doing speculative? You doing profitable? You doing a mix in between? You doing medium cap stuff? Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm the Technicals. See you next time.